If you've been watching these videos for a while, you know that I've been working hard for a long time on a bunch of different companies. Some stuff succeeds, some stuff fails. In general, we keep moving forward. We just launched a new one, Galadon, that I think is going to be the next big thing. But I want to tell you about one little trick that I use when launching new companies that keeps me in it for very, very long. But before that, I want to tell you about the mental journey of entrepreneurship. When I first created Galadon, or when I first create really any idea, I'm unbelievably hyped up. I'm so hyped up that I'm either going to spend money and hire somebody that day, or I'm going to post a tweet about it on LinkedIn and build a whole landing page, do all this stuff. Basically, I'm going to do 6 months of work in 3 hours, launch the whole thing, and be super excited. Then I'm going to spend the next 4 to 6 hours of the day refreshing the analytics on whatever I just posted. If it was a YouTube short, I'm watching the real-time views. If it was a Twitter giveaway, maybe an AI lead magnet, then I'm going to be looking at the number of comments coming in. Or if it was a course promotion to the email list, I might be looking for a number of sales at the end of the day. Each one of those has a reason, by the way, and I can talk about that in a future video. That's day one. That's the initial hype. I'm ready to go. I'm so hyped up. Then day two, I can probably get some similar hype to do the same thing. Day three, maybe the same. And then day four, you might get discouraged because no results are coming in. You're like, what? Does no one care about this thing? Does nobody want this thing? And that happened on Galadon as well. I was lucky, actually. We posted the first video about Galadon and we got some free trial signups right away, which was amazing. But normally that doesn't happen. That didn't happen with Twerp. I don't think that happened with Omni. That didn't happen with Haplio, I don't think. And so with those, if you don't have the framework I'm going to talk about in a second, you are forced to rethink everything. You're like, oh, I just spent the last 3 months of my life building this product. Does nobody want it? And then you start scrambling. You have your marketing plan. You start throwing it out the door. I know for Galadon, the plan was to post 1 short a day and 1 email to the list. That's all I needed, backing it with a little bit of money to promote the posts on Instagram Reels. And that was going to be it. But then the Reels didn't get the views we wanted. And then the trials didn't come in for a day or two. And then I started to scramble. I was like, what's going on? And that is where this mindset comes in. This is called the positivity challenge. And what that is until we get 200 paying users on Galadon, I'm not allowed to complain at all. I'm not allowed to complain about the past. I'm not allowed to talk about issues that I've had with team members in the past and why they failed and why I'm going to fail now. I'm not allowed to talk about the feelings of isolation or the ignoring of things or my frustration with the numbers not being higher. Before we get 200 paying users, I'm not allowed to do anything of that sort. What I am allowed to do is continue marketing, continue hyping. I'm allowed to stay positive about the whole thing. And I am allowed to see positive interaction. And what surprised me, especially on Galadon, as we're going through it, we've had 35, 36 paying trials here on Galadon. And I'm talking to those users. And I'm positive about all those things. I see the users. I see them using Galadon. I see them coming in. And I'm focused on the positivity. I'm not focused on the negativity because I can't. And that's not just internal negativity. I'm also not processing negative or hating comments. That doesn't mean my head is in the sand. An early user on Galadon had the feedback of, hey, what if we could change the size of the modal pretty easily? And I heard him out and we built that in. And now you can change the size of the modals and it works. So I'm not saying don't listen to user feedback. Another bit of user feedback that kept coming in was, hey, this looks like an interesting toy for restaurants or for building this viral content, but how am I going to use it for my business? That's not hate, but negative-minded Alex could say something like, oh, they're never going to get it. This is just like everything that's happened in the past. But positive-minded Alex that is in this positivity challenge for the first 200 paying users, is saying, oh, they don't see the value of Galadon. Let me create some videos that show the actual use cases. And then we did. I created the concept of the AI lead magnet, something that has never been done before. We have FAQ bots now. And I created a whole new section on the website that speaks to those issues. And our trials went up. So that is my challenge for you. If you're just starting your business, set a goal for the number of users that you have to have before you're allowed to start complaining again. For me, it was 200 users. That's $20,000 a month. For you, it might be lower than that. Depends on where you are in your business journey. It might be higher. If you're Tim Cook from Apple, $20,000 a month is terrible. It might be no complaining until you're at 2 million sales for the new iPhone. Whatever that number is, set that number. Let me know down in the comments what that number is, and then commit to being positive until you hit that number. That means no new projects, no pivoting, no scrapping strategies and running around like a chicken with their head cut off, just pure positivity and taking that initial hype and spreading it out through the trough of sorrow and through the entire entrepreneurial journey until you hit that initial revenue goal that you set. Do that, and I guarantee you will succeed. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe for more like this. Smash that like button for more content like this as well. Let me know in the comments what you want to see from me, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.